The idea of Jacob's Ladder started with us about 5 years ago when a group of people, new immigrants from the movement in England, we were in draw movement, got together and we were discussing music, and we wondered why there wasn't any English or American folk music, or there wasn't much played live in Israel. We felt that we missed it, and we were discussing how could we hear it, whether by buying records or going to concerts or whatever. We finally decided that the only way to hear this music would be to do it. So we said, okay, let's do it. We came across the road here from Mahanaim. We saw this old building, and we decided it would be the right place for a folk club.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special Jacob's Ladder. And a very special Jacob's Ladder gives a very special crowd a welcome. This is the 5th birthday of Jacob's Ladder, and we're happy to see you all here. I think that we've seen all of you, or nearly all of you, in the past, and it's great to have you back with us. If you've been here before, you'll have seen our resident folk singer, whom I don't need to name yet, but I will do. You've seen him appear on this stage with a bandaged eye, right? And you've seen him appear on this stage with a bandaged leg, right? Because every day, 2 days before Jacob's Ladder, something happens to him. I don't know what, 2 days before Jacob's Ladder. Now this time, I thought everything was going fine, and so it seemed that it was. Except that yesterday in the dining room, when it's a sweltering Hamsin, I see him coming here into the dining room in 3 sweaters, a muffler, and a Kolatemba Geret, sorry. I thought maybe he was going to rob a bank, but no, he thought that maybe he had Shabbat. Okay, I don't need to name him before, but I'm going to name him now. Let's hear it for our resident singer, Yigal Stella!
down my sword shoe, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my sword shoe, come on, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more, I ain't gonna study war no more, ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study, I ain't gonna study, ain't gonna study war no more. I love you and you love me, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I love you and you love me, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more, I ain't gonna study war no more, I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more, I ain't gonna study war no more, I ain't gonna study war no more. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island.
My job at Jacob's Ladder is to do the general sing-along hootenanny at the beginning, to get everybody warmed up, singing the old songs, the ones we all know and love, to get them into a good mood for the performance that come later on. Then you get the high-class la-di-da people at Binyane Hauma, when you've got the Eurovision Song Contest, and they're all sitting like this. And in these places, they have two big television screens facing the audience, so they can see what is going on, what is actually being broadcast. And so the people are sitting there like this. You know, they don't want to make it look like a windmill, so they sort of just check, they scratch. And then the wife tells them, look at your flying. Ooh.
The volunteers who come here think it's fantastic. They've known it abroad. I think it's important for them, too, to see that Israel isn't just the Sabra Zionism, that the horror that they're used to abroad. They see that this is part of our culture here, too. This is part of the general Israeli culture.
We find folk singers, people who come to the country for 3 months, for 2 months, for 6 months. Some of them stayed with us for longer, and they come and they play here in Jacob's Ladder. After a time, when we made a name for ourselves, and when we decided, well, we can ask them to come to us. So we sent a letter to all the CBC and said, those who would like to come for an audition to Machanai, please come. And sure enough, a week didn't go by, and along came our next singer. From Kibbutz Bar'am, let's hear it for Sue Randall.
Oh, hard is the fortune of all womankind. She is always controlled. She's always confined, controlled by her parents until she's a wife, a slave to her husband the rest of her life. Oh, I'm just a poor girl, my fortune is sad. if they can leave him alone. Oh, your horses are hungry. Go feed them some hay. And sit down here by me for as long as you may. My horses ain't hungry. They don't need no hay. So fare thee well, darling, I'll be on my way. Oh, your wagon needs greasing. Your whip is to mend. Come sit down here by me for as long as you can. My wagon is greasy, my whip's in my hand. So fare thee well, darling, no longer to stand.
And I'd like to introduce Elisha and our very good friends, Shai and Mali. Let's hear it for them. Elisha, Shai, and Mali. In England, in the youth movement, we were educated toward socialism. We were, most of us, children of bourgeois parents, or people who'd come up from the working classes, or Jewish tailors, dentists, doctors maybe. We took part in demonstrations, banned the bomb, and against apartheid, and a large part of it were protest songs and was folk music. And we liked it when we got here. We couldn't understand why people didn't sing protest songs here. After all, we came here to the kibbutz, and for us the songs didn't really appeal. We felt that we'd liked something, so we went ahead and did it. We invited people from kibbutzim all around, and the first evening that we had here, over 300 people came. We squashed them inside here like sardines. And it was a totally new atmosphere. It was something with the smoke, the beer, the songs, the guitars, the people who dressed differently, who spoke different languages. It was something totally new. And people wanted more. They wanted to come here. So after that, once a month, we organized these folk evenings. We contacted singers, guitarists. We would go out once a month or twice a month in the kibbutzim and find volunteers or members who'd come from abroad, brought their guitars or their banjos or their fiddles with them. And we'd talk to them and they'd come here. They were just dying for a place to play, looking for a place like this.
אתה הולך לסולם יעקב?
בדרך כלל כן.
אתה אוהב את המקום?
מאוד.
מה מיוחד בו?
האווירה, שירים.
מי שנהנה מזה ואוהב את כל החומר שמציגים שם, זה בטח הזדמנות בלתי רגילה לקבל את המוזיקה שהוא אוהב, את השירים שהוא אוהב.
זה חלק מאיתנו. מבחינה זו שזו קבוצה שבתוכנו נושאת את זה, זה מבטא אותה. זה פולקלור.
זה תרבות אמריקאי או אנגלי, אבל זה גם חשוב שיהיה קצת תרבות ישראלי בין כל זה, לפי דעתי.
אין כמעט מעורבות ישראלית. באים, אבל רוב הקהל שלנו זה אנגלוסקסים ואמריקאים, חבר'ה כאלה שאוהבים את זה.
אני חושב שזאת תרבות עממית, זה ממש פולקלור, מהבחינה הזו זה קולע לכל אחד. זה לא בא במקום, ולכן זה רק מעשיר.
אתה מקבל אווירה אחרת, אתה רואה מה זה שירים טובים, או מה שאנחנו אוהבים, שירי ים, זה שירי נשמה, דברים טובים.
כל פעם, למשל, באים זמרים שונים, אחד מנגנים, כל שבוע מנגנים כלים שונים. גם יש כלי נגינה מיוחדים בדרך כלל. גם האווירה שם טובה, כי כולם כאלה זרוקים כאלה ומשתוללים, בירות חופשי, נורא טוב.
בעצם אני לא זוכרת.
את לא זוכרת מה זה סולם יעקב?
לא.
את לא יודעת מה עושים שם?
אני לא אוהב שירים.
למה אתה לא אוהב שירים?
כאלה בחורות מגונדרות.
Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that see the darkness in my soul, shadows on the hills. Sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you try to say to me, and how you suffer for your sanity, and how you try to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening now. Perhaps they don't know how. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflecting Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber gray, weathered faces lined in pain are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you try to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they listen now, for they could not love you, although your love was true. And when no hope was left inside, on a starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that see the world and can't forget, like the faces that you've met, the ragged men in ragged clothes, a silver thorn, a bloody rose, like crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you try to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity. Now you try to set them free, they would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will.
This is London.
An old farmer in Sussex as well, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. He had a wife that made him knew well, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Lero, lero, Lily Bolero, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Lero, 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 Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Lero came to the old man at his plow, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. One of your family I must have now, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. It's not your older son that I crave, but it's your wife and she I must have. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Oh, welcome, good Satan, with all of my heart. Lily Bolero, la la la. I ask you and she will never more part. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Now Satan has got the old wife on his back and he's knocked her along like a peddler. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Take in an old Sussex chap's mate. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Lero, lero, Lily Bolero, Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Lero, 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 Lily Bolero, la 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 la. She's 5:30 imps all dancing in chains. She set up with their bands and beat out their brains. She knocked old Satan against the wall. Let's run her out, she'll murder us all. Lero, 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 Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Now he's trundled her off on his back again. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. Until her old husband he's took her again. Lily Bolero, la 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 la. I've been a tormentor the whole of my life, but I never was tormented so as with your wife. Lero, 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 Lily Bolero, la 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 la.
Sometimes we get complaints from the people on the kibbutz, Sabra's people born here in Israel. Why don't you play more Israeli music? What is Israeli music? Sometimes it's to an old Russian tune. Sometimes it's singing about Cossacks in Hebrew and nostalgia about our grandparents, how they came from Russia. Well, when we sing in Hebrew a song about the Cossacks, I'm always reminded of my grandmother who told me how she was there in the cellar looking up while the Cossacks were having a pogrom up above. And so, is that Israeli? Is that Sabra music? I think that if that is, then ours is too. Ours is a part of it. Certainly the next generation will be. Already we hear in Israeli music banjos and fiddles there in the background. I think that we brought something, and I think it's something important.
Jessie, come home, there's a hole in the bed where we slept. Now it's growing cold. Jessie, your face and the place where we lay by the hearth all apart, it hangs on my heart. And I'm leaving the light on the stairs. No, I'm not scared. I wait for you. Hey, Jessie, it's lonely. Come home. Jessie, the stairs and the halls, recalling your step, and I remember too. All the pictures are shaded and fading in gray, and I still set a place at the table at noon. And I'm leaving the light on the stairs. No, I'm not scared. I wait for you. Hey, Jessie, it's lonely. Come home. Jessie, the spread on the bed, it's like when you left, I kept it for you. All the blues and the greens have been recently cleaned, and are seemingly new. Hey, Jess, me and you will swallow the light on the stairs. I'll fix up my hair. We'll sleep unaware. Hey, Jessie, it's lonely. Come
Are there any of you who travel by the bus? By the bus from Tel Aviv, sometimes to Kiryat Shmona. We live up here in the north at Mahanaim in the Galil. When the bus driver gets to Afula bus station, he says, 10 dakot hafsaka. But what he doesn't say is, the beer is on the house, folks. בבקשה.
Long day, and they chased us to the westward. but they did not get away. Oh, I've missed a lot of verses out there.
Still good, anyway.
Oh, but first of all, the pirate's got to come up.
Good evening to you all. Now then, who's from Yorkshire? I am. He is. I just want to tell you all that what can you be when you come from a Jewish family in Leeds? What can you be? You can be the son of a tailor. You can be a tailor, or you can go to Roundhay as we did, and you can be a doctor or a dentist. And if you can't, then you join a Zionist youth movement, and you come to Israel, and you work in the tzon. You work with sheep, because it's back to the soil and it's back to agriculture. And I'm absolutely serious now. And being a shepherd is a very old, ancient, goes back to our Avinu Abraham, nachon? Right? Am I right? And he did all these tricks and got the something like that, fooled his father-in-law and all that business. So, I was in fact a shepherd for 5 or 6 years until our unfortunate economic disaster policy made us close the sheep. And you know all this. Anyway, we haven't got any sheep anymore. So I tried working with chickens which laid eggs. They closed that branch too. I forgot to mention that before that I worked in the Refet, but we got foot and mouth disease. So.
My true love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't blame you for your lack of kind. Then she came up to me, and thus she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She came up beside me, we moved through the fair. So fondly I watched her move here and move there. Then she went away from me with one star awake, like the swan in the evening moved over the lake. Last night she came to me, she came softly in. So softly she came that her feet made no din. Then she lay down beside me, and thus she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day.
I think that Marcel Dadi and any other performer that has succeeded or does succeed in the musical world that has performed at Jacob's Ladder or would perform at Jacob's Ladder doesn't have to perform here for the sake of making his name, doesn't have to perform here for the sake of making money. He won't make any money out of Jacob's Ladder. But I think what he will gain from a performance here is the opportunity of playing in front of people that, real folk people that appreciate real folk music, that will respond in an exciting way and will give him a feeling of having gone through an experience that evening, which he won't experience at many concert halls other places in the country or throughout the world.
The Irish are either fighting English, or singing songs to forget about the English, or drinking to forget about the English, or singing songs about drinking. There's no connection between what I said and the next song. 'Twas down by Brannigan's corner, one morning I did stray. I met a fellow rebel, and to him I did say, I have orders from the captain to assemble at Dunbar, but how are we to get there without a motor car? Well, Barney dear, be of good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The specials, they are plentiful, but the IRA a few. We'll send a wire to Johnson to greet his extra-in-law, and we'll give the boys a bloody good ride in Johnson's motor car. When Dr. Johnson heard the news, he soon put on his shoes. He said, this is an urgent case, there is no time to lose. He then put on his castor hat and on his breast a star. You could hear the din all through Glenfin of Johnson's motor car. But when they got to the railway bridge, some rebels he saw there. Old Johnson knew the game was up, for at him they did stare. He said, I have a permit to travel near or far. To hell with your English permit, we want your motor car. What will me loyal brethren think when they hear the news? Me car it has been commandeered by the rebels at Dunluce. We'll give you a receipt for it, all signed by Captain Bard. And when Ireland gets her freedom, boy, you'll get your motor car. put the car in motion and filled it to the brim, with guns and bayonets shining, which made old Johnson grim. And Barney hoisted a Sinn Féin flag and it fluttered like a star. And we gave 3 cheers for the IRA and Johnson's motor car.
I'm 33 now. I see that the audiences seem to be getting younger. Seem to be. Perhaps it's me that's just getting older. I don't always enjoy being up there on the stage. Sometimes I'd like to sit in the audience and just enjoy the music. Unfortunately, some of the people who started Jacob's Ladder have left. You always find it that way with a group of immigrants. Some stay and some find that they have to leave and go on to other things.
I think that Jacob's Ladder is now so firmly established that even if I or Menachem decided tomorrow morning to stop dealing with Jacob's Ladder and to throw away all responsibility for holding the evenings, someone would come along, either from within the kibbutz, and just keep it going, because it's people in the area need Jacob's Ladder. We know this now. We feel it. From the letters we receive, from the people that come here, that we couldn't decide to do away with Jacob's Ladder because we just wouldn't be allowed to. It's too important.
I'll sing a Bob Dylan song. It's called Forever Young. May God keep and bless you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung, and may you stay